DJ Easy!
DJ Easy.
Hi guys, you're on the Thriller Film Radio Show. Can you just tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Hi, I'm Alfie, I'm 18, and I love thrillers.
Hi, I'm Taylor. I'm 19 and I love all films. Thrillers are my favourite, especially Psycho.
See, my favourite is Citizen Kane, those mirrors.
Yeah, good film.
Hi guys, what kind of sound would you expect to hear in the opening few minutes of a thriller film?
I like Mementos and the slow music to build up tension and suspense. I really liked it.
Really? Because I like Psycho, the original one. There's that really fast, jerky music. I was so excited to watch the film.
I didn't particularly like The Illusionist. There's no backing track, but made it really weird. However, when I focused on the male protagonist, it didn't draw me into the film, which I would have expected it to.
For camera angles and camera shots, what would you expect in the opening few minutes of a thriller film?
Well, in Jaws, there's that reverse zoom on Brody's face where the woman attacked in the ocean. I was like, oh my god, what's happening in the ocean? Such a good way to get a close-up.
Well, I love the low angle shots of people. They make the male protagonist look so cool and dominant in films like Indiana Jones and thrillers like all James Bond's, Casino Royale especially.
What kind of characters would you expect to see in the opening few minutes of a thriller film?
Well, the male protagonist is always the most dominant and the best in a thriller film, I think. Like Daniel Craig in Skyfall.
Well, in Collateral, this cab driver is taken hostage. The people with the basic jobs always get taken.
What kind of conventions revolving around costume would you expect to see in the opening few minutes of a thriller film?
All the men in like criminal thrillers, they're called crime thrillers I think, wear suits. They look dapper and attractive, but it also alludes to an atmosphere of being gangster and maybe dangerous. A good film to show this would be Goodfellas, but it's a general convention.
Well, the women in Jaws are dressed sexily, which really gets me interested. But doing, and when the person in the sexy bikini got eaten, it scared me.
For editing, what kind of conventions would you expect to see in the opening few minutes of a thriller film?
Well, I know it was mentioned earlier, but Psycho is actually my favourite film. The editing and the titles are so good. I can't actually watch them as the music with the grey lines make me feel like I'm going crazy. Oh, and there isn't much editing in the opening clip after the credits.
See, I like Citizen Kane. This is one of the earliest films with proper continuity, and it has such a cool shot with a mirror in it.
Hi guys, in the opening few minutes of a thriller film, what kind of lighting would you expect to see?
Well, in Batman The Dark Knight Rises, there was such extreme contrast. Very bright, very dim. I loved it so much. It kept me interested.
I like Citizen Kane. The opening scene is just so dark and creepy. It annoyed me a bit when I couldn't actually decipher what was on the screen.
In the opening few minutes of a thriller film, what kind of location aspects would you expect to see?
Well, in Funny Games, the men are in their cabin. I know it's a bit thriller cliche, but I loved it.
I liked Panic Room, when they sort of like take refuge in this newly purchased house, which is normal, but then three men break in during the film, and it scares the living tubers out of me.
What kind of titles would you expect to see in a thriller film?
Well, in Psycho, again, I know it's been mentioned, it had such a freaky title with that non-diegetic music.
Well, let's face it, we all know the best titles. James Bond films. They're such fun. They're like little films within the movie.
Thanks guys.